Well, let's come seated in a comfortable position, and we'll start out with a little bit of a warm-up. So close your eyes for a few seconds and just bring your awareness back onto yourself, not onto the things out in your world, but just onto yourself. Scan your body. Start with your physical. Scan your body and see where you're at with just aches and pains or discomfort or chronic issues you know you have. We'll take a deep inhale through the nose and a deep exhale. Allow the diaphragm to expand as you inhale. Do your ujjayi breath, of course. Inhaling, exhaling. Letting your mind relax a little bit. Couple more breaths. Inhaling through the nose, making the hissing sound at the throat. Very nice. Couple more. And now start acknowledging while you're breathing your state of mind. Right? We come in with all kinds of issues, emotional, of all kinds. Maybe we're angry about something, or we're just upset because of someone in our lives that's triggering our sore spots. So we want to acknowledge this, right? We don't want to get into it. We just want to acknowledge and notice where we're at in our emotional state. So you can keep your eyes closed or gaze on the spot in front of you. A lot of this I like to do with my eyes open. At this point in my spiritual practice, it doesn't really matter to me. I can do both. So being aware, right, where how you came onto this mat and how you're presenting yourself into your yogic practice. Right, and just relax, breathe into it, and just let go of what you may be feeling. We're going to rock forward and back. So rocking the torso forward and back. You don't have to go very far, just a nice little rock, a gentle way of doing so. So sometimes doing this movement will just ease you into a more spiritual state. It will just calm the mind down. That's why the Vinyasa flow practice is amazing, because we keep moving through the practice, and so over time the mind just relaxes and we don't have all these objections anymore, and we just feel at ease, and all our problems seems to just resolve themselves and go away, or they're just not as important, and we seem to find also solutions to our problems. So, hence the reason why we get on our mat. And also physically we get fit, lose weight if we have to, and get just feel good about ourselves. Okay, we're going to go into a circular motion now. So go one direction, inhale as you move forward, and exhale as you move back. So we're just rotating the torso around in our hips area. You want to contract the belly slightly. As you exhale, inhale, open up. Just waking up the body and the spinal fluid. And then we'll go the other direction, making circular motion. Again, sit in a position that doesn't hurt your knees. I'm sitting on the blanket today. It allows me to have a straighter lower back, and we want to have that. Good, couple more breaths, couple more circles. Nice. And then we'll come center, grow the spine. Nice, and then let's bring the left hand onto your side on the floor, and then bring the right arm up and lean to the side. So you can bend the left elbow and go down deeper as long as you can with that side torso. Take an inhale and an exhale. And inhale, let's come back center and move to the other side. Good, and inhale, let's come back center, exhale, move to your left. Inhale, exhale. Stay for an extra breath. You can go down, all the way down with your elbow if you feel like you could. And we go deep into the quad and hip flexor, and inhale, center, exhale to your right. I feel a little tighter on that side, so just take your time and release all the way down, or as far as your body will let you. Extra breath. And inhale, let's come back in. Very nice. And interlace your hands, flip the palms, reach the arms up and overhead, relax the shoulders. Inhale deeply and exhale, arms forward, shoulders stay down. And we'll do a little bit of arm movement here. Inhale, lift, exhale, release forward. Inhale. And then we'll move into a momentum type of movement. So a little bit more rhythmic than we started out with. Use your breath to move those arms. Exhale forward and then drop the arms all the way down and release, palm facing up on your knees. You can gaze in front of you or close your eyes. So we want to practice our spiritual exercises every day, right? Whether you sit down and have a little bit of a meditation or a contemplation of some sort on a spiritual matter is what we want to do. And as we do it, the more we do it, the more natural it becomes. And it's like feeding yourself spiritually. So, you know, we feed ourselves, our body, and we feel hunger if we don't. So it's the same after a while. When you practice your spiritual exercise, if you don't do it, or if you don't do it on time at the same time every day, and you miss sort of a couple hours late, it just, everything is off and not right. So we want to learn to be punctual and feed our spiritual self, a spiritual body every day at the same time. You know, it's not easy. We have to create a habit, so it takes about 21 days to create a new habit in our lives. So we got to get through that and take the time to do it and get past our own objection and our mind. My mind is going to rebel and get upset because it doesn't want to concentrate and be calm and think about spiritual matter. It just wants to jump around like a monkey, as we know, and it wants to do its own thing and keep going around and around and around, and then we feel unhappy, depressed, suicidal even to some extent. So we want to bring all that energy back inside, and so we do it again and again and again. And that's really important if you want to feel good about yourself and just expand spiritually speaking. Again, I've said it before, we're not a human body at all. We're our spiritual entity having a human experience. That's all. So we got to reverse the thinking about who we are. Right? We're spiritual, we're soul. That's a spiritual entity. It never dies. It's endless. It's been around forever, ever and ever. We're very wise. Our mind is the limited party within us, right? Our mind. And so we have to get beyond that and get past that eventually. Okay, so it's a process. We don't all do it all at once. Will take decades, but yet we should feel very happy or happier in the process of it, and just enjoy this, the experiences that we are given. Everything that happens in our life is just an experience. Sometimes it's pretty heart-wrenching and sometimes it's just beautiful, right? So finding our spirituality and developing our spiritual self is really important. All right, let's come onto our knees. And then we'll move into our cat-cow here. So round the back, inhale. And exhale, curl under, tuck the belly. Watch out with your lower back, right? If you have lower back issue, keep the lower back fairly neutral and move into the upper back, shoulder blades in. And then exhale, round. Inhale one way and exhale the other way. It doesn't really matter which way you breathe. Just find your breath, one breath to one movement in our vinyasa practice. And let's move. Again, breathing. One more. Nice. And then we'll push back into a down dog. You can stay in a short version of your down dog, which I am right now. And just letting the knees, the hamstring, the arms, shoulders, and the torso to elongate. Nice deep breath. Deep exhale. Nice. Last one. And inhale. Come into your plank. Open the chest. Breathe in. And breathe out. We'll lower down. Belly to mat. We'll do a few cobras here. So inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, lower down. Keep your pubic bone on the mat. Inhale. Shoulder blades together. Press up slightly. Exhale down. If your back hurts, stay low. Inhale, come on up. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And then pressing back into your child's pose. Release your spine. Releasing your sit bones to your heels. Good. Last two breaths. And let's come back up onto your hands and knees. And this time we'll do a full version of our down dog. So come into your plank to check the length of your down dog. Right, open the chest forward, push the heels back, lift the thighs, make sure you don't drop the hips here. And then press back. Breathing. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Enjoying the opening of your hamstring more. Pressing the heels further down or anchoring them completely. Good. One last breath. And inhale into your plank. We'll do our forearm plank here. So come onto your forearms. And then just make sure your hips are not so high. You want to press forward to a forearm plank. Open the chest until you can feel your core here. So tuck the belly. Squeeze the quads into your femur bones. And don't panic, just breathe. Working the core a little bit here. Good. One last breath. We're going to drop the knees and the hips and find our Sphinx pose. So keep the forearms where they're at, palms flat, squeeze the glutes, tuck the belly, lifting the chest, roll the shoulders back. Nice deep breath. Good. Let's turn onto your right side. We'll do our side plank on our forearm. So just to work the obliques a little bit more. All right, make sure your forearm is underneath you and you're not, it's not too far forward, because it's going to hold your body a little bit. So let's come up as best you can. You're going to push those hips up. And then left arm up if you can. Deep breath. Releasing, exhaling. Let's come back center onto your belly, forehead to mat. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, engage the legs into your cobra. Exhale. Inhale up. Bhujangasana. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, pressing back into your child's pose. Releasing the sit bones over your heels. Letting the tailbone drop down. Letting the spine release and extend a little bit here. Nice, last breath. And let's come back up. Again, we'll check our plank. Inhale. Open the chest and then exhale back. Downward dog. Tuck the belly. So keep your feet hip width apart, of course. Big breath, big exhale. Good. One more. And inhale into your plank. Come into your forearm plank again. So you want the chest, shoulders a little bit beyond the elbows here. Open the heart. Don't be too high with your hips. You want to feel the core. Pressing the heels back. Hanging out, breathing. We're working our core. And the entire belt of your abdominal wall. Good. Last breath. Drop the knees, hips into your Sphinx pose. Open the chest, so a bit of a back bend here. Squeeze the glutes, tailbone down on the mat. And lift the heart center, the sternum bone. Breathe deeply. Make sure your head is not reaching forward, but back. Chin into the back of your neck. Last one. And then we're going to turn on our left side and do our side plank on our forearm. So again, stack your entire body. Make sure that left forearm is underneath you, sort of. You can have one foot in front of the other. I do it with the stacked feet. It's a little harder maybe. And then inhale, we'll go up. And then reach up. Keep breathing. One more. Releasing. Very nice. Let's come onto your belly. Forehead to mat. Set up for your Bhujangasana cobra. Roll the shoulder blades back. Engage the legs. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Couple more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we'll stay up. Make sure your pubic bone stays on the mat. And then exhale, press back into your child's pose.